Interesting days ahead in Nigeria's politics. Election in Osun State will take place on the 22nd of September 2018. Before that day, Channels Television and its partners will stage a governorship debate in Osogbo on the 16th of September 2018. That is a Sunday before the week of the election. We've asked people in Osun State to determine who they think should be on the debate stage, and they're already voting. We've gotten on the ground, we're meeting people across all the local government areas, and the criteria are pretty much simple and open. We need the people to determine who they want to see on the debate stage. Go on Channels Television's website, and you'll be able to have your say on who you want to see on that debate stage. It's going to be an election debate like no other in preparations for the 2019 general election. So Osun State will be the first major, perhaps the last litmus test for the INEC before it conducts the 2019 election. INEC has said earlier today that there is no going back on its plans for 2019 election. It does not have any plan to postpone the election. We've been talking to candidates out of the 48 of them. We've been trying to reach every one of them to get what exactly are their manifesto, their programs for the people of Osun State. Tonight on the program, we've been speaking with Alhaji Akinbade, a former SSG, Secretary to the Government of Osun State, a former chieftain of the PDP, is now the candidate of the ADC. Thank you so much, Alhaji Akinbade, for your time on the program. Let's get some concluding thought from you on what you want to do for the people of Osun State. What is perhaps the most important thing that you perceive you need to do should you be elected as governor of Osun State?
Well, thank you very much. Like I was saying, I said before, any government can achieve anything. It must follow three principles of governance. That is, first, you must play a transparent government. Then you must be accountable and you must follow due process. So all these ones are going to be applied to the system so that we can achieve.
I mean, Alhaji Akinbade, that may not, you said that earlier, but you know what it is. A lot of the people of Osun State are looking for the governor that will give them some action in terms of their programs and manifesto. What is at the spine of your own manifesto? What is germane to your party for the people of Osun State?
Well, we are going to do a thorough, I mean, education is very, very important to us. And what we have in our manifesto is that we are going to have like a state of emergency in education and health. That is normal. Then secondly, we are going to invest so heavily in agriculture because we discovered that that is only where we can have so many things embedded. Because number one, with that we will have a lot of employment given to our younger ones. We produce more food. Then we will use that agriculture to develop our rural areas because I mean agriculture is going to be practiced in the rural area. Then of course that will, our agriculture in that large scale, that is mechanized agriculture, will give us the impetus to the other major program that we have, that is industrialization of Osun State. We have what we call the free trade zone that has not taken off, and it has been approved. We want to make sure that industries spring up in this new area, so that we'll provide not only providing employment, but we'll make sure that that free trade zone or industrial estate will develop many of our indigenous investors, because we want to do it like the Chinese, the way they develop their industries, by assisting the would-be investors in all ways, getting almost everything ready for them up till feasibility study of product, the machinery, even the raw material, and even the marketing. We provide all this in a way that everybody.
Mr. Akinbade, let me butt in because of our time. I'd like us to touch on one or two things before we go. And you mentioned issues of agriculture. What is perhaps the most important, or what is Osun State most blessed with in terms of agricultural produce? And how do you hope to explore these areas?
Well, we are very lucky in Osun State. We have different terrain. We have savanna, we have thick forest, we have all that. We have a very vast area that we can plant cocoa, the modern cocoa, and even the food crops and other new crops that is coming up. We can invest in many of them in a very large scale. And we have done what we call land survey. We have divided the Osun land in a way that we suit each product. And so by the time we start, you discover that we make so many achievements in this area of mechanized.
Because I would have loved to ask you critical questions on, you are talking about cocoa. A lot of people of Osun State, we want to know in specifics how much you want to make from the planting of cocoa and how you hope to make these profitable for Osun State. But time is not on our side. Let me ask you, you talked about providing jobs for the people of Osun State. How many jobs, for example, do you hope that you can generate for Osun State in the first year? And through what sector? Quickly, please.
Well, within the first 4 years, we intend to generate more than 20,000 employment in both agriculture and in the industrialization. Because in agriculture, we are going to deploy a lot of machinery from where so many people will be working. And we will establish a very big, maybe like 3 of them, central mechanical workshop, where most of this equipment will be repaired and services, and where most of our spare parts, we start making them from that workshop.
All right.
And
we need to go. We are out of time, Alhaji Akinbade. But in 30 seconds, let's close the program, Alhaji Akinbade. We understand that there are a few months' salaries have been owed civil servants in Osun State. Are you concerned about this? Should you be elected governor of Osun State? How do you hope to offset this? Would this be a priority for you? Just in 30 seconds, Alhaji Akinbade.
Well, certainly yes, because it's in our manifesto that all the salary arrears will be paid within 6 months and 1 year. And not only that, the half salary that have been paid now will be stopped immediately after getting the power when going to the government. By December, we start paying full salary.
All right.
And all this will be achieved through blocking all the loopholes from where most of our state money is being wasted. We discovered that there are a lot of waste.
Well, I'm afraid we're out of time, Alhaji Akinbade. That's how far we can go on the program. I must sincerely thank you for your time on the program. Well, that's how far we can go. Watch out for Channels Television's Osun State Governorship Debate 2018, 16th of September 2018. Will be live here for you, bringing the top candidates in the race. That's how far we can go on the program today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm Seun Akinbade. Bye-bye.